Everyone, please rise for the singing of our national anthem, sung by IBEW electrician Rachel Bryan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's have another round of applause. Please be seated. Sister Rachel Bryan was given that assignment, I think, 3 days ago. And I want to thank her for excellent effort here. Good afternoon, honored guests, community members, our NECA contractors, members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 595. My name is Victor Uno, very proud and honored to serve as a business manager for over 2,000 members of IBEW Local 595. Today is a very special occasion. Today we mark the grand opening of our Zero Net Energy Center, the educational and training facility that will serve our members, our industry, and will also serve as an important resource for our community and our union electrical industry. We began this project in 2007 when our union and our contractors came together with one common purpose. We committed to building a training center that would continue our joint labor management educational efforts that actually started back in 1946. That was the year that our electrical apprenticeship program began. Very humble beginnings. The first classes were taught by dedicated IBEW members in the garages of their homes. From those very inauspicious beginnings to that very fateful decision in 2007 by IBEW NECA contractors and leaders, we will now be opening our doors to a state-of-the-art educational facility, the first zero-net energy facility of its kind in the nation. This training facility embodies the core values of our IBEW and NECA partnership, our commitment to education and training our future generations, and our vision for strong, sustainable neighborhoods and communities. We are firmly committed to the future of our state and our nation. I have to take this opportunity now to acknowledge and thank the visionary leadership and commitment of our IBEW trustees who are with us today. These trustees are responsible for this new center and for the education and training programs that will go on here. As I call your name, please stand up and be recognized. IBEW trustees Matt Malou, Bridget Hall, Tanya Pitts, Bob Tiemann, NECA trustees Mike Curran, Bob Spinardi, Robert Wallace, David Smith. Thank you for your vision and leadership for this program. I also need to acknowledge the tremendous commitment and support of the leadership of Local 595 to this project. Without the support of our IBEW officers and the support of over 2,000 IBEW 595 members, we would not be here at this grand opening today. Please stand and be recognized. President Greg Bonato, Vice President Dave Toney, Treasurer Earl Hampton, Treasurer Jason Gumatauta, our Executive Board members Brian Stewart, Bridget Hall, Sean Kyle, Tanya Pitts, and Juan Guerrero. Thank you for your support for this great project. And most of all, I want to recognize today all of our IBEW 595 members who are here with us today. They're in the blue shirts. They're Emmanuel as volunteers, but I want all of our volunteers to wave your hand or show yourself to be recognized. Let's give a hand to all of our 595 members. And now, as an expression of our enduring labor management cooperative efforts, I will turn this welcome over now to Don Campbell, our co-MC for today.
It is my distinct honor and pleasure to also welcome you to what I consider the most important grand opening and the most important event I've ever had in my entire lifetime. Now bear in mind you only get to say that once. You really do. This is so much bigger and better than I ever imagined it would be when we started. But the idea of what we're doing and how we're doing it and the partners that took us to get us to where we're at today is something that is just amazing to me. So it's such a privilege and it's remarkable to me what can happen when labor and management work together to accomplish something bigger than ourselves and to look into the future to do what is best for an entire industry. And as Victor said, from humble beginnings, what started as a commitment to provide a better training facility has grown to become a standard bearer in education and training and stands as the hallmark standard of the future of our industry and the environment. This did not just happen by itself. What you see here today and what you will hear tonight is the commitment and dedication of so many of our partners. There are so many people that I know that work at a job not for the paycheck they get at the end of the week or the end of the month, but for something bigger than themselves. And they're dedicated to something that's bigger than themselves. And that's what we have here today. We could not have done this without them. And as we proceed through the program, please be aware we did not do this alone. Now I'd like to turn the time over to Victor to introduce our first speaker.
Thank you, Don. Our electrical industry trains and educates skilled electricians to build the electrical systems of our East Bay. Many of the projects that our contractors and members undertake, from the shore power project at the Port of Oakland, the Caldecott Tunnel, the BART Oakland Airport Connector, the new FAA control tower, would not be possible without the efforts and accomplishments of our congressional representative from our 13th district. We call her our woman warrior. We're always proud to stand with our Congresswoman, Barbara Lee. And let's all give Barbara Lee a warm welcome.
Thank you very much, Victor, for that very warm and gracious introduction. And thank you for your tremendous leadership with IBEW. Let me just first say how good it is to be home. It's nice to be out in Washington, D.C. And let me just say how proud I am of what you're doing today. And I'm so proud of the city of San Leandro as now part of my new congressional district, part of the 13th congressional district. So thank you. Thank you. Of course, under the smart leadership of Mayor Cassidy, this city is really taking tremendous strides in becoming the hub for the high-tech and the sustainable businesses of the future. And so, once again, I'm very proud that the 13th Congressional District is charting the course for the rest of the country. Let me just say how pleased I am today to see my friend and colleague, Senator Ellen Corbett. And also, I know the governor will be here later, so if I'm not here, give him my regards. And also, all of our elected officials and appointed officials. And also, just To all of you, thank you for being here on this very historic day. And I have to just take a moment to congratulate, 2,000 members of IBEW Local 595 and the 150 members of the Northern California chapter of the National Electrical Contractors Association for this momentous occasion, the grand opening of your Zero Net Energy Center. This is really a glorious day. And to the trustees and to all of you that made this happen, congratulations. This center not only makes an environmental statement, it makes a huge impact in terms of our economy. The crucial job training that will take place at this site really speaks to our shared goals of environmental and social justice, as well as creating good paying jobs. You're proving, once again, as I always say, that my district is home to some of the most progressive and innovative constituents in our country, and this is another example of why I say that. This center really sets the standard for energy conservation. Its energy consumption is 75% lower than similar commercial buildings. As I walked through this beautiful building, it was amazing at what just quickly you noticed in terms of the energy consumption being less. It has created a 175-ton reduction in its annual carbon footprint. It is a beautiful building. By combining renewable energy systems, including wind turbines and solar panels, this building has joined, really it is an elite list of, and it's my understanding it's fewer than 20 zero net energy buildings in the country, fewer than 20. So let me just commend the Labor Management Partnership that made this project a reality. IBEW and NECA, you all get it. We'll never achieve our goals of energy independence, clean energy, and good sustainable jobs working alone. So I have to take a moment to thank Nova Construction of San Francisco and Red Top Electric of Livermore for their key contributions to making this center a reality. The energy footprint of this building is just part of the impact, though. The Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee, which will be relocating to this site, is proving crucial state-of-the-art education and training for careers in the electrical construction industry. And so let me thank the IBEW Journey Level electricians and apprentices who are here today, because you're the ones who are going to receive the training that you need to build the electrical systems that provide power and lighting for industry, for offices, for schools, and for communities, and really keeping our East Bay shining bright. And so you all make me very proud. And I'm especially pleased that the outreach is going to be conducted through the Cypress Mandela Training Center in Oakland. I'm confident, and I visited the center many times, and it is unbelievable to see these young men and women complete their training. And they're going to complete their training at this facility. They will be well equipped to enter the 21st century job market. Our local workforce and labor community are really leading the way in securing the skills and opportunities necessary to bolster regional economies, to support working families, and build a more promising future. So in closing, let me just reiterate how thrilled I am to see this project open its doors in my district. It's wonderful to see labor really taking a stand, mind you, and this is very unusual in the country, but taking a stand about the importance of energy conservation, renewable energy use, and job training, because labor and IBEW and all of you here are demonstrating that these goals are not mutually exclusive, but that they create good, sound, good paying jobs. And that's what we want, environmentally sound, good paying jobs. And so let me take a moment now to present Victor this, and to present the Net Zero Center with this certificate of special congressional recognition. It reads, on the occasion of the grand opening of your Zero Net Energy Job Training Center, we salute the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 595 and the Northern California chapter of NECA. We applaud you for your environmental stewardship through energy efficiency and renewable energy, as well as your commitment to training the next generation of electrical professionals for careers in a sustainable in a sustainable 21st century economy.